Kane is in the building.
We interrupt your nightly program for this important news message. We have just received breaking news from San Luis Obispo, California. Scientists have discovered that listening to rapper Lil Wayne cures cancer. There are riots in the streets. Every single store in San Luis Obispo has sold out of his CDs. Even the elderly have taken it upon themselves to listen to the new genre of music. Now, coming to you live from Target. There's only one Lil Wayne CD left. The law of demand states higher price leads to a reduction in the quantity demanded. The demand curve, or the demand schedule, is a table that shows the quantities of a good or service demanded at different prices during a particular period, all other things unchanged. The equilibrium price, which is shown in the graph above, is the price at which quantity demanded equals the quantity supplied. The equilibrium quantity is the quantity demanded and supplied at the equilibrium price. The graph above shows the equilibrium price for Lil Wayne CDs before the shift in demand. As you can see in the graph above, there is a shift in the demand curve to the right. This is caused by consumer preferences. New technology led scientists to discover that listening to rapper Lil Wayne cures cancer. As the consumers heard this, they will now demand more Lil Wayne CDs, even if they are at a higher price.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go.
Meanwhile, in Santa Barbara, economic events are happening at Rite Aid.
So my budget line for orange juice and milk, it's $10 this week. But since orange juice, it's $8 right now, what should I get?
Well, I think we should first go look what the price of milk is and then compare with that to see if it's better off to get milk, or just orange juice.
These two are now on the hunt to see whether orange juice or milk is cheaper.
Okay, well look, this gallon of milk is only $4. So you get this and cereal to go with it, and you get much more out of it than just orange juice.
Oh yeah, right. And then there's more uses for milk than for orange. So.
Yeah, you can get a lot more. You can cook with it and everything. Look, Rice Krispies are only $5, so you could get this and the milk for the same price as 1 gallon of orange juice.
Yeah, right.
An indifference curve is a combination of two goods that give you the same total utility. In other words, you don't care which point on the indifference curve that you choose. The budget line is what restricts you from choosing any point on the indifference curve. Wherever the indifference curve is tangent to the budget line is your optimal point, meaning you will get the most out of buying this combination of orange juice or milk with the given budget.
Wow, this coffee is a lot more expensive Maybe I should get tea instead, it's a lot cheaper.
So what's your budget for these goods?
Well, normally my budget's $10, but this coffee is now $13.99, so it's too expensive.
Coffee and tea are considered substitute goods, meaning an increase in the price of one will increase the demand for the other. As Anna Katrina showed, there was an increase in the price of coffee. This increased her demand for tea because she can no longer afford the coffee at the new price. And vice versa, if tea were to be more expensive, then she would choose coffee.
Wow, beer went on sale. It's all $13.99. Wow, the wine is on sale even more than the beer. Maybe I should get the wine instead of the cheaper beer.
Anna Katrina also shows another type of substitute goods, which is beer or wine. She saw that beer was on sale, however, wine was cheaper, so she ended up buying wine. The demand for beer went down because there was a decrease in the price of wine. I have to get the stupid top ramen instead of my regular pasta because I lost my job. The differences in these two goods are known as normal goods and inferior goods. Normal goods are typically bought when income is high because they are considered higher quality and luxury goods. Inferior goods, which is shown here as top ramen, is bought when income is low because they are typically kind of a cheaper food and not really desirable as much as normal pasta. When someone is laid off, they typically demand more inferior goods or goods that are considered to be not as well liked.
So you can drink them?
Better grab my Red Bull and vodka for my party tonight. In Rite Aid, Red Bull and vodka are positioned together strategically because if someone is going to go buy some vodka, they typically buy Red Bull or some other type of soda to complement it with for cocktails. These two goods can be considered complementary goods because if one price goes up, the demand for the other will go down.
Craving peanut butter and jelly right now. I better get them at the same time.
Complementary goods can sometimes be described as goods that are generally bought together. A decrease in the price of one good will cause an increase in the demand for the other. So if there is a decrease in the price of jelly, there will be an increase in the demand for peanut butter, and vice versa. If there is an increase in the price of peanut butter, there will be a decrease in the demand for jelly. Consumers typically buy peanut butter and jelly together for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If there is an increase in the price of one, generally the demand will go down for that good along with its complement. This video shows some different ways that demand can be seen in real life. Whether it is new technology that leads to consumers believing that something is very good for them, or just everyday things such as buying peanut butter and jelly together, or choosing between coffee and tea. Demand is something that we use every day. It not only affects the market, but it affects our everyday decisions.